This is Scott Becker with the Becker Private Equity and Business Podcast. We're covering today 6 stories in the news today, and here they are. Here we go. First, the markets fell yesterday, and they're about even today. They pointed down earlier this morning. This is after literally a couple of really incredible weeks in the market. So that's sort of today's first story. Markets relatively flat, a little bit down yesterday. The second story that we're following today is, for the first time in a long time, after just an incredible run, and that can cause FOMO, the fear of missing out, even in the most disciplined investors, NVIDIA and Apple finally dropped one bit yesterday. NVIDIA is down again a little bit today. Apple's up just a little bit today. But that's the second story we're following. And that story about FOMO was so important. The third concept is, you've got this situation where you need to understand your own market allocation, what you want to do on your balance of equities versus stocks. This is particularly important when things are going straight up and you feel like you should be completely in equities, but sooner or later they fall, and generally they always do. That's our third story for the day. The fourth note that we'll make today is there's a great story in Bloomberg that made me think about this allocation issue and the FOMO issue. And it basically says that that one of the market strategists that's well regarded says, look, the market's likely to go up another 10% this year, but in terms of market manias, and if any guide from the past, that we'll see some significant falling and corrections and some popping of this bubble. That's what the firm's chief equity strategist at Stifel, Nicolaus, says. And that, again, this is our fourth story, but it reminds me of our third concept, that you have to understand your market allocations. You need a market allocation that prepares you for both good times and bad times, so you're not stuck if things go down significantly, that you're too invested in equities and can't stomach that. I often can't. The fifth story we're following today is a fascinating story, just going to involve President Trump. The Trump Media and Technology Group in Trump Media tanked yesterday and taking again today. We'll see if that continues or not, but just fascinating to watch all these sideshows related to potential President Trump and this upcoming election between President Trump and President Biden. We find it fascinating and just fascinating to watch. Sixth, Him and Hers stock, which is the company that does telemedicine, web medicine for erectile dysfunction and so forth, drugs, dropped 10% yesterday. You know, when I see that fall quickly, it feels like a middle-aged or aging stock. I don't know if that's appropriate to say. Those are 6 of the stories that we're following today at the Becker Private Equity Business Podcast. I was also thrilled yesterday at the Becker Spine Conference to get a chance to visit with Jerry Rice. Jerry Rice is an all-time leading receiver in terms of receptions, touchdown catches, and also just known for his incredible work ethic. Anything I could do to pass that work ethic on to our children and others, God bless. What a terrific inspiration to all of us. Thank you for listening to the Becker Private Equity and Business Podcast. Thank you very much.